Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. I am Egono Apute, and on this page I like to talk about everyday things or things that happen in our environment and happen in our society that has a negative or positive impact on our physical, mental or social health. So, if you live in Nigeria currently, if you presently live in Nigeria, I don't need to say this, a lot of things are going on. It all started with false scarcity. If you watch my video back, I made a video when in Port Harcourt, where I live, there were like frequent false scarcity. I don't even want to give any reason as to why it was so. Some said it was marketers, while others said some other reasons. Before you know, the prices were so much, but in other areas, they were actually selling at a reasonable price. But in Port Harcourt, it was very high and it was happening so frequently. But at the moment, the fuel scarcity is now currently everywhere in Nigeria. As if that is not enough trouble for Nigerians, the Central Bank of Nigeria announced that they were going to change Naira notes, and that Naira notes was going to take effect from, I can't remember the exact date, but however, the submission of old Naira notes is going to end by January 31st, and it was absolute chaos. A lot of people were rushing down to the bank. Even the banks had to open on Saturdays and Sunday just to accept these old naira notes. And let me tell you, before these old naira notes, before now, when the money started getting into circulation, it was just few individuals that had this money. And one would wonder how these set of individuals got their hands into a currency that is hardly seen in the society. The money was not in circulation, but CBN was asking people to go deposit their money. So how do we get this new naira notes? How do we get money? So the denominations that are being changed, they are the mostly used denominations, like from 100, no, I think, yeah, is it 100, no, 200, 500 naira denomination and 1000 naira denomination. 1000 naira is the highest denomination you could have. So some individuals, they already have this money spending in parties and even giving out at political rallies. So a lot of people rushed down to submit their to deposit their money. The rule was that when you deposit, you can't get your money back. You cannot get me. You're not coming to withdraw. You're just dropping money. So now a lot of Nigerians rushed to the bank in order for their money not to be illegible, not to become something that they can no longer use to buy or sell in a society. They all rushed down to deposit. So there was another problem. The problem was that when they now went back to the bank, let's say on Monday, to withdraw money, the banks are saying there is no money. So you have a lot of individuals coming to get money, coming to lay their hands on the new naira notes. Obviously they are the highest denominations, so those were the things that most likely be in circulation. But then I'm wondering, so what happened to 100 naira? What happened to 50 naira at least, or even 20 naira at least? At least we need that in circulation. The old naira notes, everybody's going for the new naira note. People are no longer accepting the old naira note because of the pressure, because of the time limit that the Central Bank of Nigeria placed on it. So an interesting thing is happening or has already happened. The House of Rep or the Senate, they were actually inviting the Central Bank of Nigeria, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, to come and explain why he wants people to submit their money, or why the new naira note has to take effect before the election. We all know what's happening, and I'm just thinking maybe this target for this new naira note could be because of terrorism, because of those that are hoarding money. And since this whole thing started, we have seen dilapidated naira notes, mutilated naira notes that were stored somewhere. So if such a thing is happening in our society, then this is an eye opener to what our society is like. It's not just the government, it's not just we, the people, we are the problem. Most of us are the problem of our society. They were calling this governor for a meeting to come and solve an issue, something that now affects them. Some were even asking for him to be arrested. Can you imagine? There was fuel scarcity, people. There was fuel scarcity. A lot of Nigerians were going through hardship to get fuel, and the price is just on the high. Once the fuel goes up, the price of goods in the market goes up, the price of services goes up. It's not just fuel, everything goes up. The masses are affected, but guess who's not affected? Yes, the affluent in our society. These set of individuals are not affected because they have the money to spend, whether it is high or low, whether it is going higher or higher. It's none of their business. They have the money to spend. But now they don't have the money to spend because they are going to take their old naira notes and deposit in the bank, and they can hardly get any. Perhaps they can even get more while the masses still suffer. But now that is affecting a majority of them, whether with money in your bank account or not, you cannot access the new naira notes. Yes, they had to invite the central bank, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, to come and answer to them. But when there was fuel scarcity, their lips were sealed. So it's as if it's a bittersweet situation to what is happening right now. People are sleeping by the ATM, people are fighting each other, people are breaking into banks. I can't even remember one of the states. The youth, the people there, they destroyed, they vandalized the banks. I don't understand the analogy or the ideology behind what the Central Bank of Governor or the Central Bank of Nigeria governor was trying to do. I understand completely everything back front, not maybe entirely, but I am not sure that the president of Nigeria or the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria expected that things were going to turn out this bad. I'm not sure they did, because if they did, they would have been they would have thought about it and understand that these things were supposed to be in batches, or this whatever thing they were going to do would have been in batches, or I don't know, maybe that could be a solution. When I sit and think about it very well, yes, I can come up with a solution for them, but I don't think they expected this amount of violence to come out. Like, you is like you carried someone who is already suffering, and then you are now pressing their neck. That is exactly what is happening currently. And I pray that this situation should not get worse. Fear is on the high, price of goods is on the high, everything is on the high. Let me not even talk about PVC. The stress of getting PVC is another thing. You go there, they tell you that they can't find it. I understand that there are a lot of ID cards to go through, but some of these officials are not patient enough. Mine, it was at the third trial that I got mine, but I was told that mine might not be around and that they will send a report to Abuja for them to bring mine. So a lot. Like, I think they need to go back to the drawing board and do something about it, because Nigerians have been pushed to the edge. So, guys, what do you think about what is currently happening in our society in Nigeria? Comment down below and let's have a conversation about it. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, and share to your friends. Bye.